Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Glad to have you with us in Athens, Ohio. Eaton Stadium, home to the Ohio Bobcats. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the BYU Cougars, taking on last year's national champions, the Ohio Bobcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Bobcats ready to get this thing started and open the season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wants to throw. It's Farrell. Wasting no time taking a shot. Oh, he dropped it. And what a missed opportunity early in this football game. All right, guys, let's chat about BYU. Doesn't matter what time of season it is. A top 10 win is a top 10 win. And you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. It's caught. Turning it on. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams. We get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Dropping back, it's Farrell. He's got him this time. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Gonna look downfield again. Going over the top. picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. So now the offense is going to have to regroup. A turnover on the first drive of the game can bruise that confidence a little bit.
No doubt about it. It's so hard as an offense to create any momentum and get any confidence early when you turn it over at this juncture in the game. You're just trying to kind of feel out this defense, and you're formatting them, and you're trying different play calls to set things up for later. But when you turn it over on the first drive, it's hard to get that momentum started.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll move the tight end. Motion from the wideout. Little touch pass to the receiver. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Guys, let's take just a second and talk a little Ohio. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
There he goes. Oh, what a cut. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, not every explosive play in the passing game needs to be a 70-yard bomb down the field. If you find your running back in the progression, you just get it to him quickly. He's one of the most dangerous guys on the field with the ball in his hands, and he showed you that. Great vision, great speed, phenomenal job after the catch, and it's a big play for the offense in the passing game.
Lopez to pass. Got his man. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Wants to fire on second down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Really nice play call there by the defensive coordinator as well. He was trying to do something aggressive to stop the momentum of the offense. They looked pretty good on this drive. They were marching the football down the field, but on that critical third down, the D coordinator dials it up, the pass rush at the right time, trusting his guys up front to get it done, and they're able to get the sack.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Snagged out of the air. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big third down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
The Bobcats will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense. You take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. BYU. Looking to throw, it's Farrell. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Made another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting him on the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Unloads to the right. A strike downfield. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Wants to throw it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Who cares about double coverage? Just get it in there. Give your guy a chance. And it worked out that time.
And the receiver would definitely agree with you. This is a little bit risky, throw it in traffic, but trust your guy. You know, he's going to go up, make a play in the end zone. You can tell you've thrown that ball to him, and you trust him, and he goes and rewards you for it.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Farrell. Got the quick pass. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The Cougars line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
BYU with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Finds his man. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Lopez wants to fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Pocket breaking down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. Throwing right. And the pass is incomplete, and we've wrapped up 1 quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Ohio is on top. And we've reached the end of 1. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Hauls it in. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
Defense is feeling it now, right? 2 picks in 2 straight drives. Their guys have been all over the field making plays when the ball's in the air. D coordinator's got to love that.
The Ohio U offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
On target. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback.
Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio! A great catch and run for 6.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Farrell. Fires to the right. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Man, these tight ends are such matchup nightmares. They can run so many different routes, and how about you throw in the corner route where you can throw it up to the big fella, where you've worked on your timing, you've moved him all over the field and had success. Great throw, great catch.
Leaves it with the back. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Looking for the 4th down conversion. BYU comes to the line. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He makes a grab. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him twice. Shoot, let's go to him a 3rd time.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking for a man. It's Farrell. Trying to barrel in. They will score! Touchdown, BYU! A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Making side adjustments here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Lopez to pass. Looking down the middle. It's caught downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And the Bobcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. He lets one fly deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Ohio. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. They're working that left side. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The defense calls a timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. Find some fresh air. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look and create an opportunity for big plays.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
The Cougars come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking for a man. It's Farrell. He's got it. Turning it on. Offense has gained momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 1st and 10, they're down to the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, we knew coming into this one the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
He's got it on the run. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Farrell. Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he's going to bring this one out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He might want another play. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's got it along the sideline. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Bobcats. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they can get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And it's them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead. That gives them tremendous confidence heading into halftime.
Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the air, it's Farrell. This time he's got it. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, BYU.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
BYU 14.
BYU about to kick it off to open the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. This third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
The Bobcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
There's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Got enough for the first. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
And I feel sorry for this defense. Like, they're having to defend the entire field. QB's already shown he can beat you with his arm. Now with his legs and his decision-making, getting the ball to the pitch, man, he's shown a variety. In this defense, they're having to defend the whole entire field.
And the Bobcats are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just...
And the ball is free on the pit. He's loose on the right. He's at the 50. He pulled it and kept it on the option, but he couldn't keep it away from the defense.
I think the QB made the right decision not to pitch it. He needs to do a better job with ball security. The defense, they were able to get and swarm to him quickly and dislodge the football from his body.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Snap to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
Just feeds the running back. That's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
I love those smashes when you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
And I think if you're the head coach here, you kind of got mixed reviews on your passing attack so far because, yes, you've thrown for a bunch of yards and you've thrown a couple touchdowns, but you've also given up 4 sacks now. Pass protection has not been great, even though they've got the lead in this game.
The Bobcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Lopez wants to fire. The sure hands, it's Cherry. At the 35, he's got room. There he goes. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Finds a man in the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They'll throw it from the red zone. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
And that last completion left him short of the sticks. It's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Second down.
And the Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Farrell. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that.
Touchdown, Ohio! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game 1 going exactly how they scripted it.
BYU 14.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass, it's Farrell. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time it's complete. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Okay, break.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Final stance of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Running into the open space. There he goes. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
BYU lines up with a first and goal. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, BYU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing.
That makes the score Ohio 42, BYU 21.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, take a knee, no, yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking that in the end zone, making a huge play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Longo. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There will be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass, it's Farrell. Back open in the middle.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
From the gun on third down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Touchdown, Ohio! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
21.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better. Breaks into the open. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Looking to throw, it's Farrell. Finds his target down the middle. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route, understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Cougars come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try the run. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
Man, I think back in the day, this is a no-brainer. You're punting the football and believing in your defense, but analytics all the time now telling you to be aggressive. I'm interested to watch this play. Obviously, if you're aggressive, you might could run this clock out and end the football game and not have to put your defense back on the field.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Lopez to pass. Got his man quickly. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Wide open downfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
Outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. Got the first down, looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
They'll leave it with the lone back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks. That's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response. Just a sack party.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
And finally, you're seeing some life from the defense. They've been struggling all game long up to this point, but back-to-back sacks on 2 consecutive plays, they're at least still trying to fight back in this game.
He wants to change this route. Intercepted to stop the threat.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Complete in the middle. Right down the boulevard. The 30. Past the 20. The 10. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
Number 10, set to kick off.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. On the option. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Touchdown, Cougars. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
BYU, number 1 with defensive score.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Right down the boulevard. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Indiana is lighting up the scoreboard behind an offense that looks just about as good as we've ever seen in Bloomington. They're up by 17 over Eastern Michigan. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Under fire. On target over the middle. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Assuming they can wrap this one up, guys, they've served notice early in the season, winning a game like this, that this passing game will have to be dealt with.
Yeah, top 10 team, too, because it...
Time to take a shot. Catch inside the 25. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. After that huge play, right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Now from inside the red zone. Quick strike complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. 3rd down play from the gun. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end. But all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Longo. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking to throw, it's Farrell. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum.
He unleashes a long one. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick. Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down. Today, we've seen this defense try blitzing, zone coverage, man coverage. They've mixed up personnel. None of it has worked. This guy has carved them apart.
One more play to pad the stats. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Wait till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game.